How y'all doing? Yeah, another time. Sometimes it seems like people ain't listening, but that's not the issue. The issue is you have to put out what you're giving each day. You have to be that instrument of the Most High. Now, there's a lot of things going on as far as religion. We have no religion. Certain symbols that you may see here represents our way of life. So I want you to say we have a way of life. We have no religion. Religion is something that other people latched onto and want to use that against us. It'd be nice if they say, okay, we know that you're original people. We know that you were here and we are hybrids, or we are a different type of people, which is, I'll explain everything. But when people don't cite nothing, that means they steal it. And that's where the word style come in. Like when you get clothing, the style is steal. They tell you to wear certain things that don't represent you on a local level, as far as the unity in the community that we're supposed to have our own. They take and give you clothing that makes you look really, really uneducated, uncultured. So what's happening now? I'm not here to please anyone. I'm not here to. This is what I do. I've been doing this for too long. I'm not going to stop. So the woman, she should be able to give guidance to anything around her. She is like the sun also. She reflects the sun, the light, the truth. She has to find out what is truth. Because if she was taught a lie, that lie will be the truth to her. So right now, people are going like 180 degrees backwards. The reason why I have those right there is because women must learn in silence. That's just a reminder for y'all. You gotta learn in silence. Because you talk too much, it's like putting a hole in your pocket and you think you saving something and it's falling right out. You didn't never get a chance to utilize it, remember it, write it down, study it, observe it. It's more things than just hearing. Hearing is what they call knowledge. And the knowledge is that you know. But if you look at the word knowledge, two words, knowledge is a ledge. It's the end of that. So certain things can be ongoing and certain could be void. And certain things will not be able to use. There's certain things that people regurgitating is about nothing. But this right here is a song, but I'm going to tell you about a woman should be given guidance and direction to all those who are lost. And she should never be using bad habits, always wiping away her fears. You wipe away your fears by being brave, by doing things repetitively, so it becomes a part of who you are. So I have something that I want you to listen to. And while you're listening to this, I'm just going to put this over a little bit so you can have something to think about. There we go. You'll find yourself sitting in that chair right there. You will find yourself sitting in that chair right there and learning.
In the raw, you will have to mold her to your responsibilities toward the planet Earth. Time will be on your side. Inventions such as television, cars, radio, games, sports, clothing, has placed doubt in your mind about your birthrights to rule. Brothers, you must not give up on your abilities to control this planet and everything that is on it. You must start to use your mind by being careful of the things you put in your mouth and the things you say out your mouth. With your mind, you can create anything that you imagine. Think of positive things to put out the lack of truth and dishonesty that keeps your nation worried. You brothers were given the spiritual qualities that those new inventions are set to destroy. By you returning back to your self-knowledge and into yourself back to the 24 hours of the day, you can stop fear plans towards your destruction. Always take the time out of each day to go into your mind and see the inner qualities of your great body. Your body is equipped to become a tool for the mighty power of the Most High. Brothers are the new, clear, atom bomb that this world do not want to go off. You are the atom bomb with the power in your soul to destroy all evil. How are they stopping you? Firstly, by you brothers not taking time out to find your mental abilities. The second, I ask that you are with the sisters that keeps you from the real purpose of your existence on earth. Too much fun in the sun, lemonade in the shade. Both mentally and physically you have taken too much time away from yourself. Most of the women that you see today will not submit to you because your powers are weak. My good brothers, do not feel bad. These negative thinking, non-submitting sisters that have been spoiled by the delicacies of America the harlot will be replaced. They will be replaced by sisters that will be groomed by you. This is why you have to stop and learn of your greatness. Your present foundation of living in this world has both of you fighting in the name of love. When you start to live for the spiritual world, that is when you will return to yourself. As men, you are a spiritual creature. Your laws are those that were left by our great teachers. Fear is an invisible wall of hate between the black man and women. As she does not feel good about her physical conduction that we have been in for 400 years. She is now burning both sides of the candle, eating with the presence of the black man and eating with man. Many black women of this time is out of fear or royal mind. She is in a state of mind where you, my good brothers, must leave her. You must leave her to herself and the troubles that she has created to keep you from finding out yourself. Once she digests the mental reflection of your new teachings that you will undergo, she will return if she is for you. She must realize that the European culture that she is now following is not good for her. Why it is not good for her? Because it is not good for you, my brother. You brother, my brother, must turn back to the original plans of releasing yourself from this government and fear women. This government has shown you for too many years that they cannot accept your greatness. Each day they refuse to give you what you have earned for over 400 years. As this government has taken away your ability to remember how to acquire land, cattle, and a means of governing your family and your women. Just as they brought you here 400 years ago, you are still in slavery. Fear is no nation of people that has been one location for 400 years and still receive welfare. You brothers are being tricked by Hollywood and the format of religion into not do anything about your position. You brothers are here in America and must continue to fight in the name of the original struggle. Those who call themselves black from other lands have proven that they have fear or own troubles. They will only try to take your wealth, your women, and your children. As they try to take your wealth, they will lie and cheat in the name of fear or religion to do it. Religion, a political scheme that has been spread all over the world. We as black original have no religion. We have a way of life that has nothing to do with fear or religion. From our way of life, many religions have been made. The United Nations building is the new Illuminati United States of America represent the New World slavery system. The rulers of each country govern the inhabitants of their country with the help of other countries. Trade of merchandise produced in each country are traded and used as a means of money. The original slave owners' children has opened the doors to slavery. They have hidden behind the walls of government, politicians, and phony rules and regulations. They have made partners with those other governments to try and control the world. As I said before, the United Nations are the big brother to the United States of America. The United States in America has rules and regulations in every section of its borders. These sections are called states. Here are different states of minds to control and constantly change the rules of the land. If you, brother, begin to be accepted in one section called a state, you will not be accepted in another state. This will always give this ruling class of sick people a winning edge on you. Only with the power of God will you be able to get rid of those rules that no rule you. Governmental loans to help other countries are giving for trade of that country's resources and their citizens. This is why certain countries' citizens come over and have more government help than others. Their government sell their citizen in the name of democracy for loans and favors from the United States. Humans being and mankind, the sick being on the planet, are traded from country to country. When other countries see citizens come to the United States of America, it helps the present political leaders keep confusion for their strength. The greatness of the original black man will be told. The greatness of the original black man will be used, for it is the power of the Most High God. There is no other power that is greater than the power that you brothers are. You brothers must stand united. Unify with one goal in a way that your minds must be in tune with each other. Never forget to exercise your body and your brain. Use discipline to win over those who wish to take your place. You have fallen from ruler to being ruled. Self-defense of the mind and body is to eliminate most of your present lifestyle. Always fight against any harmful thoughts that brings negativity in your surroundings. Your greatness is stronger than 100 of their sick people. Attraction means attract shun to turn away, leave alone. So when you feel attracted to those beasts of the field that is called womankind, remember. When you feel attracted to the black women, remember. You have to use your intellect and not your feelings. Your intelligence will bring you further and safer into the future. Remember the secret thoughts for protection and project them every day. You black original brothers are the weather. Your mind controls all that is on the planet Earth. Think about it and it will manifest into a physical reality. The Earth was given to you as a gift and a responsibility. You are to rejoice and be exceedingly glad. Let not the cursed people corrupt your mind with fear of foolish games and inventions. Just as opposites attract, the other part of the black man is his women. The black woman at this time 2004, in her present state of mind, is to be regarded as weak and wicked. Only until she proves herself to reflect the positive side of the knowledge of the original purpose and struggle, is she to be trusted. She must prove herself every day to be in the right position. For everyone must carry her own weight in the struggle. She must be put on point every day, by giving her what is expected of you and your purpose on the planet. Once she is not on point, she must be let go, for when she is not on point, she is your enemy. She then become a threat to you and all that is in your circumference. Mankind and womankind are off limits to the black men, his women, and your children. These sick white people are no good for your development in positive, productive state of mind. For 400 Those black women that can be good by nature are corrupted. Man's his negative side is the black women. The black women must reflect the positive teachings of the black man. Low level of creation, the white man and his women are called mankind and womankind. Mankind and womankind is another lower level of creation. They have already been judged for theater sins of the past. This is the reason for the outbreak of so many diseases. These diseases are no secret, but they have had theater conduction from themselves and have blamed theater sickness on you. You have the ability not to heal theater sickness, but to contain it. To those who show respect in theater actions, you are allowed to deal with them in peace. This is what the brother prophet Muhammad came to say. He was the spirit of truth that Jesus was tailoring about. These people have made a religion of what we did in our greatness. Women shall be saved by childbearing only if she continues with the proper state of mind. This proper state of mind is soberness and being submissive to your world. She must earn her position as a goddess in your life. She must be tested every day to prove herself right and exact. Although she is not spiritual, she can only become disciplined with the rituals that was left in our way of life. What you teach her is what you will get back in the form of reflection. She is your reflection. Those sick people have her inferior frame of mind. This is why she is considered out of order. It is best that you learn by yourself those things that will make you stronger. The black woman is like a tape recorder. This tape recorder is called by those who think they have knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to speak of the divine knowledge that you have given to her. You give her the knowledge when she deserves it. Her job is to comfort you with her total self. Her only reason for living is for you, the ruler of the planet. This is why the government is trying to keep you brothers drugged up with poisons. As each day the government will try to take away your ability to communicate properly with the other part of you, the black women. It is said that the blacker the women, the better the juice. That can be explained many ways. The black woman is your only vehicle for duplication. She is considered to be your earth. Your good black soil has plenty of vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. To give your seed a better chance of survival and growth, it is better give a good foundation to a black woman who wants to reflect your culture. Many black women today is weak, wicked, and easily tricked into wasting time that is needed for your survival. Wasting time being programmed into European culture of sin and shame from the soap stories, television talk shows, movies, bowling, and many other distractions that are around them. This whole world is against you and her, for you and her are one. The blacker the color does not mean the better the juice. Whatever you teach her in her foundation will be her start with you. You have to find one with the will to continue in the struggle. Make sure you do not break the covenant of mixing your royal seed. This negative side of the black men is the black women. This is why it is said that opposites attract. The original black man has a noble character. This is why this country tries to keep you in a false state of living, hoping you never find the real you that will bring about many positive actions. Giving peace to the black women that you accept. Always remember that a black man does not choose black women. The black women will always choose the black men. Do not try to capture these women, for they will only play on your valuable energies. After a black woman chooses you, that is when you can teach her. Always testing her ability to reflect that part of your personality that you give her. As ruler of the planet, you must put down a foundation so you will build another part of you. This is why the black woman is considered as your helpmate. Most women that you meet will have a religion. transferring of thoughts that should be used to keep natural and supernatural conditions in your control. Her prayers is to control her wicked state of mind that is wicked and weak. Always remember you thoughts can be used to build or destroy. We as original people build to destroy and we destroy to build. This is why this government wants society to keep your mind on the false issues of the planet. Many of your brothers are now tricked into thinking about sex, money, food, sports, and other states of mind that is not your original responsibility. Leave them in fear, troubles, and concern yourself with yourself. Fear are two types of people in the original black men. You have leaders and followers. To leader you must follow. So follow those who speak of black supremacy and always watch you back. Opposites attract and those who are the same rebel. Many time-consuming practices that are done in these days was not done in times of your original greatness. Today the average mind of those who are alike as yourself is slowed down to being called normal. This word normal can be looked on as worn out and not in the right order. To achieve this title of being normal, one has to go through a schooling of being miseducated for about 12 years. Once the person has been proving to comply with their programs of miseducation, he or she is given a diploma. This diploma makes them certified as a new worker in the new slavery system. He or she is given the title of a diplomat. With this diploma, they are happy that they can represent the new owners of slavery. This new slavery is called upon in every land that is against you. The whole world will come to America to use the original black people. You are the salt of the earth. Many of your brothers and sisters will be under the spell of ignorance. This spell is simply placed on them by fear, ignoring the facts of fear circumstances. Those who fell into the materialistic trap of greed are subjected to the penalties of jail. Always remember that many that are in jail are fear because of the technology of this country. Always remember them in the struggle. They are the ones that will help you. They are the ones who have the chain up, lockdown experience. Those are the ones who are brought deeper into the system of the new slavery. The second level of this new slavery is the prison system. This is where the government tries to break your ability to continue in the struggle. The prison population, my sons and daughters, are the result from the mishandling and the miseducation of the schooling system. For the apple does not fall far from the tree. As you will grow as realize the many lies that were told to you as a child by those Europeans. Never forget that your generation can only do the best that is possible for the struggle. When asked what is the struggle, you tell them the struggle goes untold. Pick your own leaders for the struggle. A leader of my time will always explain their struggle. There will always be many struggles. As there are many situations that we original people are in. As we continue to find what is best for our nation. The black original nation, descendants of the first slavery living in the United States of America, continue to good deed for you brothers and sisters. RAWS. Skate Master spark from the heart lies all the truth of God. Read on and learn what is the real. Many people who came from Africa in the 80s and 90s are led to believe that we the original blacks that were brought here 400 years ago are the lowest and the dumbest people on the planet. As they talk your trash and eat poison foods with the slave master's children. You drive in your new cars and send all your money back home to Africa. You will shortly find out that all those white boy and all that stinking fat white ass is hurting you. As we original /black from the first slavery system strive to uphold our decency and not give way to those who killed, burned you out, and stole us as a people. This is called a struggle. The struggle continues. You come to this country and have the nerve to say, let's forgive these people for the things that they did not to you but to you as the original descendants of slaves. We originals realize that we are the true ruler of the entire world. They are only fooling you, because they will let you be our fool us, for we are the elite of the world. When we tell you about the sickness of mankind and how he differs from us, you act surprised. For ye the ones that we call mankind as a beast. The white man is a sick black man that have fooled most of the world except those who have the true knowledge. We are the original black PEERFERED, the seed of Abraham and the line of all the heads of the same Bible you read in your church. The original black man and women. The reason that he goes to Africa and feel that he is at home is he is a black man with a sickness that took away all of his color. He, the pale LEPA, has the opposite of the original man's character. His laws are opposite. As we build, he tries to destroy. He will go to the degree of self-destruct to keep his rule. He, the white man who used to be black, left Africa and went to a colder climate to feel comfortable in his raw and deteriorating condition. He parted Africa from Morocco, went into the Caucasus Mountains, and became uncivilized. He found out that his state left him no choice but to let his women lay WIYH the dogs for her satisfaction and continuation of their race. This is what they are called mountain dwellers. As time went on, some of the male raped and kidnapped some of the surrounding peaceful tribes and took their women. They became other tribes that I will name later. That keeps him and his offspring in an unholy spirit and a negative attitude. This attitude and unholy spirit is the reason for so much war and widespread killing throughout the East and around the world. As he left the continent of Sudan, which he now calls Africa today, he and his offspring has caused sickness and pain and suffering to all that they come in their surroundings. Their circumference is a danger zone, protected TCOUSA by the medicine the doctors prescribe. Africa is a name that he uses to trick your mind into thinking his way. The word Africa means those people who have separated themselves into small tribes. These tribes of people in Africa are now called countries to put the concept of conquer and divide. As those Europeans who were really tribes invade the motherland, they started a lot of confusion and sickness amongst the many tribes in the land of Sudan. The word Sudan means land of black people. Today we no longer have to think his sick way. You can now put all the pieces of life's puzzle together. The white people that you see from European descent are not the original white people that used to be black. There are three types of white people. 1. The white people of the caves who used to be black, that is known today as the Jews. This is what these people say, that the father is our uncle Abraham. All of our brothers went out their way to save APPRPVED on the planet, because we are the true rulers of this planet. When Abraham went into the mountains of Europe called Mesopotamia, these white-looking people are the ones that gave birth to the word bestiality. As THGE white women laid down with the dogs of the caves of Europe, the sick women took the sick tribe that is known throughout the scriptures as Canaanites. There were alien tribes to this original Canaanite tribe. From them became all those who are today known as the European nation. 2. The white people who are originally black and cursed with the disease of leprosy that left them pale. After generations of their women living in the mountains, the males could not reproduce themselves. The white European women mated with the dogs that were around the caves and started giving birth to such freaky creators like Bigfoot, the caveman, Neanderthal man, Siskars, and many other freaks of nature. Because of this act, their curse changed to another level. Their nature changed from being peaceful and humble to being more like animalistic. This is the reason for all the killing in the Middle East and throughout the world. These sick black people who are white and pale in appearance are called albinos. These sick people came down out of the mountains and killed the original men of peaceful tribes. After they killed the men, they took their women and children and wrapped the women of the original black people. This is the reason we have on the planet black-skinned people of India, Alaska, Pakistan, and the many different people who are dark in color, with melanin in their skin, but still have the straight dog animal hair. The hair on the original black people is called 9 ether 9 hair. The hair of the original black people's bodies are little antennas that send and receive energies formed beyond the sun. This energies that the original people receive and send is theirs by birthright, of being original. Those who are not original have lost the ability to receive and send these energies. This is one reason that these people who wish to be called white live in cities to receive the electric shock that is passed through their body to keep their people with electric stimulation. The electricity that comes through the city keeps the original blacks off balance in a sleep-like trance, not able to recover from the chains of ignorance. It is through the hair and the chemicals of the body that these energies are distributed and received. This is why so much money is spent by corporations to make sure that your hair in its proper use is never found out. Those who are not original can never receive these energies. Many of those who hide the truth about our greatness continue to hide the facts about their illness. Interracial marriage and desegregation are two ways these people are trying to save their lives. By mixing the seed with the original people who are black, they hope to receive those energies that are only for those who are worthy. One important fact about this raping of our black original women is that it is still going on today in the form of jobs, scholarships, grants, loans, and ever means to get our women into PEERFERED ways of living this life. Bestiality brought a different kind of race, a sick sub-race. This sick sub-race is now called, like I said before, in the code name of mankind. A different kind of men as these people come from their homeland of Europe, hiding the facts about creation and who is the original man and women. They never keep their distance because it is you and your family that they want to rob. You now have the facts about who is who on the planet Earth. You, the original black people, are the true rulers of the entire planet called Earth. These foreigners come to America to further fool you into believing that we are equal to them. Their lifestyle is demented and confused about why we are the chosen. Their jealousy and animal nature allows them to spend their entire lives lying to you and your family. Let it be known that we are the original black people of the planet, and we will not stop until we take our rightful place on the face of the earth. We are the wisest people on the faces of the earth, and in time all shall see the truth manifest into the reality of our greatness. Mankind, the kind of man, are really our cousins, co-sins, company of sin, evil rulers on the planet. As they come to the shores of United States of America to rob and rape U.S. of our spiritual strength, manpower, rob U.S. of our women and children, sending the spoils of their new slave trade called employment, the money, back to their homeland to become rich while we stay in this country being their new slaves. These foreigners come with their smiles and phony racial harmony plans of distraction. These new made-up rules aid them to further fool you into being the new slave. White people cannot fool us any longer, for we have looked up and we can see. These sick black people who wish to be called white, as if by being called white they will continue to fool the original black people into thinking that they are superior. Your whole life is based around the many lies that have been taught to you and your children. Each year more lies and false are spent to acquire a degree that you feel you need to be accepted. They profess to know, but they really don't. It is all a long-planned scheme that is used to rob the original people out of their position on the planet. Everything that these sick white people do, they only do to hide the facts of their shameful part in creation. The original black man and women will never lose what is rightfully theirs. Those who are cursed will never admit to the original people that their mothers, fathers, and their whole existence is subhuman. Cursed with the spiritual disease of leprosy that keeps their people sick and wicked. You will now feel it in you soul about the truth. We are the original black people of the planet. Those who wish to be called white are sick with the disease of leprosy and need the body parts of them. Original people. Body parts such livers, hearts, eyes, blood to survive once you the original black man and women wake up to the new real of our existence. The true purpose will make a better world for all that want to live in peace. Skate master spark tight pants. As I walk around the streets of the city, I notice that a lot of our women and their little girls walking around with tight pants. This is very shameful, but they do not know because they were born in sin. At times I may be called a doctor, but it does not take a man with a medical degree to knowledge that, if a woman wears tight pants all day long, she is going to have a very funky, stinking smell from between her legs. This funky smell that most men call fish, is widely accepted because of the lack of knowledge of those who are cursed and call this smell common. There is also the lack of proper knowledge of the anatomy of the body and the use of hygiene. It is because of most of the original black women who follow the sick black woman has been fooled by those who don't know that she is cured. Europeans of many countries are ashamed of themselves. They stole part of our history to make you think that they are the original people of the planet. They have a 450 years head start on this side of the world to influence all that they can. The world would have never thought that we original black people or slavery descent would untangle the many lies and deception that was fed to us from birth. These people live their lives laying down traps and creating words to hide their lies about creation and the true purpose of living on this planet. For too many years they have been brainwashing the original black children, telling those who are not aware that they are US. Their genes and their body is cursed with the plague of leprosy. This disease of pain runs through their body and causes them to react as killers and murderers, going against all the laws that kept US with the unity and consideration towards others. As we reach closer to the end of their time on this planet, we the original black people will witness their painful deteriorating and the horrible plagues that will take over their bodies and minds, leaving them to cause outbreaks of wars as well as strange diseases. The smell that they give off from the openings of their body, such as their pores, their mouth, their anal, ass, their vagina, and their sweat glands is very foul and not pleasant at all. As the original black women try to be like them and disregard the laws of hygiene that was passed down through our great heritage, she only finds herself getting into many of the same discomforts that the sick black women who now called white or pale has. The word pale for their new color is still the word LEPA for leprosy. This sick pale women disease is so bad it is present in your body all her life that those medicine men tell you that it is common. She now tells the world that she has the common cold. She now tells the world that she has the common flu. She now tells the world she has the common yeast infection when in fact she has venereal say the word slowly. Common come on, the meaning that these diseases was always on them, from the curse of their creation. Common, come on, them done I as the only natural thing that they could say about fear or misery because the peace and ease of living was taken away dash dash. There is laws that are written to the original man and women to keep us from contracting these strange diseases. We original black people who are not sick with the disease of leprosy always knew of these laws when we try to inform those who birthright grant them the knowledge of self. People will tell you that you are prejudiced. Laws were passed down and written in our holy books under the laws of the Levitical priest. These priests were the ones who helped Moses administer the word of the Most High to the chosen people, you as the original black man, and his women the black women. These laws are called FITR as the cleansing of the private parts after use, making sure that the bacteria does not become uncontrollable. As grams and viruses start to multiply on you body eating up your sensitive layers of your skin for food, if one does not take care of their body, the germs and bacteria will start to deteriorate those areas of the skin that is not clean. The fishy smell that a black man experiences with a black woman, coming from her private parts, is the growth of bacteria and germs from not washing after sex, or after urine, or washing daily and frequently from the natural discharge that women has. The cursed white women will have the smell of deteriorating of their flesh. They have inherited different body chemistry from being a leper. To those blacks that is mentally sick thinking that you can hold us back by mixing with other tribes, wrong thinking. You are the one who have fell for their tricks because you wanted to. You want to believe that the white man and his women looks good to you. You have fallen from a king you past being a slave. You are the beast of the field. When you proceeded to respond in lustful, sexual behavior and you gave up your royal seed, you and your seed child will visit all the host of fear, discomforts, and sickness. Their hosts are called microorganisms, and they wait for you to disobey the laws of God. Then they will send your body and show you what they do best. As you are now hooked up to the negative bacteria and germs called puss. Puss is short for pussy. From their body come nothing but germs. Here are the many germs or the German. Armpits is a very important exit for body waste to come out of your body. In this system of European hygiene, they tell you to glue up your armpits with deodorants that are on the market. Once this is done, your body does not have a way to rid itself of the many dead cells and body fluids that are no longer needed for the maintenance of your growth and health. This is called for this leaves your body with chemical backup that results in pimples, rashes, and the many other common diseases that are on the body of those who do nor adhere to the true laws of nature. When you have bad breath, it could be for many reasons. But here is two to think about. Your body is fighting a war against the food that is in your stomach. As you keep eating and your stomach is full, the food in your digestive system is sour and your system backed up. It could be your teeth has a hole in them from the sugar that you consume while chewing gum. Candy can die. Now you could have an infection that is now developed into what medical authorities call the gum disease, or you could have a common disease called leprosy. Preparation and caring of the body each day consists of a bath and a shower to eliminate of body waste that come from your perspiration. What is perspiration? Perspiration is the body's natural way to eliminate dead cells, unwanted chemicals of the body, and to keep the body temperature at its proper degree. Perspiration helps the body cool down by giving the body a layer of moisture that is constantly on the surface of the skin. When this moisture dries up and a person does not remove this dried up moisture, it starts to become layers of grams and bacteria. These grams and bacteria starts to live off of the skin like parasites. As it starts to grow and has its own way of eliminating its waste, you start to smell the odor. It starts to give a stinking smell. Some people call it body odor. This is why the surface of the body should be washed thoroughly each day. This taking a bath or a shower is law for the original black people. We the original people take pride in stopping and washing our hands to eat face, ears, feet, and heads before prayer. The European just bow their heads and drop to their knees asking for mercy because they have knowledge of who they are and how great you the original black man and women are. They are naturally jealous. Europeans just started to take showers and washing their hands and doing all the things that we do. We taught them in old slavery days. You can still see many today still walking around like they were still living in the caves of Europe. Why do the original black women fall victim to the trap of the cursed black Europeans? Because all women are weak and wicked until you the black original man teach them of their greatness. Until then, and only then, will she the original black women stand by your side and do all those things that makes you both great. She cannot go get her hair straight, and put on those high heel shoes, shake her booty and then think because her skin is black that she is great. She cannot do the things that her cousin the white women does and pretend that she love you my brother. No. We were warned to stay away from them because they are sick. These sick black folks who are now white from the curse of leprosy goes through many lengths to harm your body and your soul. Because of the curse of leprosy that is in their genes, they will try any experiment with you to get rid of their sickness. They have even gone to the extreme of making you live like them so you will feel sorry for their curse. Mixing their seed with those black original who have no knowledge of themselves. Mentally, the black women needs to be taught what is the new real. Most of them are using this society to seduce and hold us back from the new reality that we created. The black women in their present position over our children is the first line of defense to protect. Those tight pants that you original women so freely put on your bodies were designed to cause your body much harm. As they try all their lives to give you the black women pain, worry, and a slow death because they despise you and our greatness. What is a doctor? A doctor is a word that means one. Dog to take away, like you got dog a hour for being late on the job. 2. Tour. The word Tordeshan doctor is really tour, the tour of duty for working or being a slave in this working day. The tour of duty is usually 8 hours. The dog tour was the person in charge of giving you permission to leave the work from the fields in slavery. Time dash, dog to take you away tour, from your tour of work. The next time you go to theater, dog tours with your problems that you have created because of your selfishness and rebellion. Their doctors will only tell you that you have the symptoms that is experienced throughout their cursed tribe of their people. He or she will not tell you that you yourself have created the sickness. Because you have not dealt with the rituals of our greatness. Their doctors will give you the same answer that they give to their people. It's only common. Well, the word that they use common is really come on us. What they are really saying is that the diseases or element that they have always come on them and they don't know why. Tight pants are in style today. This word style is a word to destroy your morals and unity. This type of style brings disunity in the name of jealousy. Style creates fights of madness. It promotes sex and establishes a business of sickness and disease in this country. Today's style of clothing brings all types of sickness from poor circulation of your blood. Poor circulation gives you dizzy spells, headaches. As your blood circulation stops to flow at the proper pressure, many of your bodily organs are affected. As you seek your original lifestyle, you will find that peace of mind that was lost. This piece of information will add on to what you already had in your rituals for survival. Then you will find the true peace within your soul. Escape Master Spark.